YouTube, what's really? It's your boy, Mr. Parks. I'm filling in for Uzziah. He's still with us. Don't worry about that. There's no issues there. Just had to improvise a little bit. We recorded 2 episodes of what I'm about to put out, but one something went wrong with the other one, and we had to improvise a little bit. No problems there, you know what I mean? So Uzziah is actually in the regular video. He's in the video that I'm about to post, but he's not in the intro. But we're good. Don't worry about it. We all good. That's my brother for life. You heard me? But I want to apologize for the lack of video that we have not been putting out, the content, because we got a lot of things going on in our personal lives. We have a lot of things going on at work, so we haven't really had time to settle and think about content and put stuff together and all of that. You know what I mean? So that's why there's been a lack, but the hiatus is over. We're going to be putting out consistent content from this point forward. I promise you it's going to be good. Just stay tuned. Continue to stay with us. Continue to support us, and we love y'all. This episode is episode 20. This is called The Interview, and we doing something new, man. We just trying all types of new stuff, and I like this episode. This episode was really fun, and there's going to be more different stuff coming. So y'all just got to stay tuned and be patient with your boys. You heard? But it's the identical opinion. Enjoy this joint.
Alright, we are here with Mr. Trenton Parks. I got like 5 questions for you. My first question is for you that I have is, how did you feel not having your dad around?
So we going into that.
We going into that first.
Okay, so
Opener.
yeah, let's let's just say it like this. So my biological pops, I don't have many memories with them, but my step pops has been around for probably 20 plus years. So shout out to both of them. This is nothing personal. This is just how I feel, because if y'all watch this, I don't want y'all to think that I'm out on y'all.
Yeah,
it's just how I feel. But see, I'm not sure how my biological dad, how him and his father relationship was. I know with my step pops, I don't think that him and his dad had the best relationship.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, I mean, I had men in my life, but I didn't learn some of the things that I should have been taught as, father to son type stuff.
Shaving.
Yeah, stuff like that. I never had that stuff. Like, I had to learn secondhand from my uncles, because I have a lot of uncles. You know what I mean? Like, so I would just be walking through like, yo, Uncle Al, like, what you doing? And he'd just be like, oh, this is what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. But some of the little things in life that you need as a black man, a black male growing up, I just didn't get everything that I feel like I should have got. My mom did the best job that she could. Yeah. And I think I turned out to be a pretty decent person. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it don't affect me like that, but it's weird because I didn't have my biological father, but I had my stepfather. You know what I mean? But I wasn't learning what I needed to learn, period. You know what I mean? It was just awesome. I had an older brother, so he was learning stuff and was teaching me stuff. Like, it was all just like secondhand stuff.
Do you feel like it was a trial and error type of deal? Like, you had to, let me see if it turned out.
I mean, I think trial and error is like anything in life.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything, like Will Smith said, everything that God has planned for you is on the other side of fear. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to try some things and bump your head and fall. You know what I mean? To be like, all right, well, I know I can't do this again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna go this route, but maybe if I try this to get to the same place that I want to be, this might work. Oh yeah. So I think everything is trial and error.
So that was a good answer. Now I got this other one, right? It's because a lot of times people experience emotions on certain days. Like, people have, memorials that they remember on a certain day. Like, you got 9/11. So is there if you have any feelings on Father's Day, what's going on through your head on Father's Day?
Surprisingly enough, I don't really like. I mean, if you ask people about Father's Day, they'll say Father's Day don't count.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Hey, listen to me. Listen, it counts, okay? I don't want no ties either.
People say it don't count, but I mean, without my pops, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So it has to count. Like, so because like I think he's in North Carolina right now, and of course my stepdad is here. So on those days, I have to at least call him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I have no grudge I'm holding no grudge against him. You know what I mean? So I have to call him and at least be like, Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Yeah.
Like, and just let him know that I'm thinking about him, like, on that day. You know what I mean? Like,
you know, it's crazy that you say you hold no grudge against him, because my dad, I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna say like it was a grudge, but you ever heard when Tupac said they called me and told me my dad died pretty much, and you know I ain't feeling no type of way.
Yeah.
That was me. Like I'm just being honest, but it's like a person I didn't know. So I think that's part of you that's being a bigger man, and still that I think that's cool, you know, because I was like, would you?
Yeah, I think that's just that. I think that comes with just who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a grudge holder, period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, like, if I'm hurt by something, it may take me a little while to get over stuff, but I'm the person that always wants to be the bigger man and find out what's going on, if I did something. I mean, and this comes from people that, you know, I guess it's Joe Button said, you know what I mean? Like, it's my mom in me. I love niggas I shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, that's my mom in me. I love niggas I shouldn't. You know what I mean? And I think that's where that comes from. Because even if I know for a fact I'm 100%, I did nothing wrong, and I feel like there's some beef against me, I have to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm partially like that. Like, he was gone so long that I think it was just like, you know, hey, I can't be like, hey, Happy Father's Day.
So your pops passed away?
Oh yeah, I think he died of cancer. I'm not even sure.
Okay.
But I do have those days where I even found his grave online. So you know.
Yeah. So I don't really have no. I most of the time, like, my step pops like to drink, so I get him a bottle of wine and a card. Like, it's the little stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I would never, like, I know some people when that didn't have a relationship with their pops, like on Father's Day, they just like, F my pops.
See, I don't do all that.
You know what I mean? Like, but I know people like that.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, why are you so mad? Because the only thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna hold a grudge. You're gonna be mad with your pops or your present day father, whatever, and you're gonna continue to be the same way. Like, you hold on to anger. It's like it just grows. Yeah. Day by day by day.
So you know what? This is gonna be like a second part to that question I just asked you. Do you think that it's dwelling on it shapes you in a worse way?
Yeah, man.
Because that's what you basically just talking about.
Yeah, man. That's because it's like, if anybody had bed bugs or dealt with it, when you see one, you have to kill it at the point, because if you don't, they just spread like wildfire. Like, I mean, they just spread seriously. So it's the same thing with all emotions: jealousy, anger, pain, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, however you feel. That's another reason why I don't hold grudges, because you're just gonna continue to be a bitter person when you feel like, when you sense that first emotion. Deal with it right then. You know what I mean? I came to the realization a long time ago, like, it's nothing I can do about the past. There's nothing I can do. I can't go back. I can't change nothing. So why am I about to be mad at my pops for not being there? I don't know what he was going through.
True.
I don't know what happened for us to even be in this situation. You know what I mean? Like, and me and him never got to speak on that. But I don't even know if I care.
It's so far.
It's dead. It's like, I don't really care, but I've seen people like, why you wasn't there for me? Like, fam, something obviously happened, and I think for me to be the person that I am now, you got to go through certain stuff. Like I think everybody go through certain stuff for a reason.
Well, and you know what too? People need to not dwell on it. And like I'm not the biggest fan of my dad or whatever, but I really don't dwell on it.
Yeah.
And I take that as valuable pain. Everything I go through makes me like 10 times stronger. So.
Yeah, it has to, because hurt people hurt people.
Oh yeah.
So you got a kid coming in the world, you know what I mean? Like, and you could if he don't adjust to you a certain way, you can get mad at him and start taking your anger out on him because your pops wasn't there.
Yep.
And that's what happens with everything, with jealousy, whatever.
Yep.
You start hurting other people because you feel a type of way. You don't even know you're doing it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So just let that junk go, man.
So I do have another question. I got a couple more.
Let's get it.
So and it just popped in my head while you were saying this. I was going to ask you something else, but this popped in my head. So initially, all fathers want their kids to be like them. You know, they want him to be you in the sports, so you want him to be in the sports. How would you feel if he gonna have to be his own person? And how would you feel if sports is a big part of your life? So if he was like, Dad, I'm not really into watching that. Because that might be something important to you, like that you want to share with your son, and he tell you that. How would you feel? How would you go about that?
So for me, thinking about it right now, like I'm not gonna lie, it would sting a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because my whole family is sports based. Like most of my cousins, and I mean, we just heavy into sports. Oh, and I'm starting my new channel. It's gonna be something different, by the way. But
I'm helping them with that too.
Oh, for a fact. It'll hurt. It'll sting. But as long as it's nothing that I'm like against, I mean, do your thing, fam. Like, I know you gotta be your own person. The world is super weird nowadays, so I don't.
So when you say against, do you mean like if he's doing something illegal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I can't see, like I'm not. Listen, I was born and raised in the streets of Syracuse, New York. Like I know about the bottom.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a street nigga. I just know about the streets. I'm not, and I don't want to be considered a gangster or nothing. But if he is like, I'm not into sports because I want to be in the streets.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna support that. Like now I gotta put my foot up your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm gonna make you be into something else. Like you gotta do something productive. You know what I mean? Like I just can't see me being like, yeah, fam, like you out there slinging, like word, like you know what I mean? Like I got you. Just coming outside, whatever, blah blah blah. Like I can't. Word, like just be safe out there. Like we don't go get a gun tomorrow, you know what I mean? Like I just can't see that. Like it just depends on what he's doing. But I'm all for him being himself. If he ain't into sports, let's do. I mean, find something to do. Something productive, that's all.
I'm pretty sure he can probably sit down and watch a game with you, spend some time. Because necessarily, well, you don't like nobody talking to you while you watching the game.
I do not like people talking to me, but certain people I'm cool.
Okay.
So I'm sure I'm gonna have to teach him anyways. Like he's gonna. I just don't see that like being an issue. But if it happened to be like when he got old enough to be like, nah, I'm not really into this. Like I wouldn't make him sit down and watch a game with me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make him play sports like in school or nothing like that. Like he's just gonna be around it. My daughter, they're just gonna be around it so much that
it might just naturally be in.
I don't really see them not liking it. But if they don't,
could happen.
It could.
But they might sit down and watch a game with you because it's Father's Day or whatever.
I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'd rather them not talk to me during my game, especially if my team losing. I'd rather you just go with another.
Pissed off. Train future kids, don't do it. He gonna be pissed off.
I'm just saying.
Just give him this shit and go on.
We'll see how that goes.
So my last and final question, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you always imagine having a kid, right? So tell me how that would go. How do you think that your relationship, what y'all would do on a day to day, how raising them would be? So first off, what would you think you would have first? What would you want first?
I want a boy first.
Okay.
I want 3 kids. I want a boy first. And if my next two is twins or a girl or two girls, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I just want a boy so he'll be the older to protect his siblings.
And he can help you.
And he can help. I can teach him stuff and
I can't wait till he can help me get groceries.
pass the legacy on and all of that other stuff. So first I would want a boy, but I would be okay with a girl. The thing is, I want 3 kids. If I have 2 girls, I'm done. I'm not having another. I'm not trying for a third.
Because it'll be 3 girls.
It'll be 3 girls. Then I'll be stuck. You know what I mean?
So now this question just split into 2, right? So how do you think life would be with a girl? And tell me how you think life would be with a girl and how life would be with a boy.
Okay, I don't even want to think about how life would be with a girl. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm super possessive over people I love.
Oh yeah.
So for it to be my daughter, like, I don't want to go through the pain. I know stuff is gonna happen, as such as she's gonna have sex, she's gonna start her period, she's gonna deal with boys. See, and that's gonna be my problem. Like, I have to be that pops that just be like, baby, it's okay. Like, you're gonna go through this, but I'm gonna want to go kill money though. I already know me. I'm gonna want to go kill money.
Oh.
Like, you know, literally, like. I'm gonna want to go kill dude.
Yeah.
I already know. So I mean, I don't even want to think about that. That's giving me anxiety just thinking about that. You know what I mean? Like, I got 2 nieces right now.
Oh yeah.
And they're gonna be beautiful when they grow up. So
that's crazy because that was like in not too far apart.
Exactly.
They don't grow up together.
Yeah, they like 3 or 4 months apart.
See, I think that's cool though too.
No, that is cool because they got cousins to grow up with. And then I got my monster of a nephew. Yeah. But I can be rough with him, you know what I mean? Like, and he like self-sufficient right now at like 3.
From the snap that I see, he seemed like he'd be smart.
He's smart. Like, money can go to the he knows how to get in the refrigerator. He knows how to go like pour his own stuff and get his own snacks and stuff. Like, he's only 3.
I'm gonna go in there like, what are you doing?
I'll be at my brother's house and I'll be like, why is the refrigerator? Tori be like, Jay, just get some juice. Like,
oh, he's living life.
3. Like, he's about to be 3. Like,
he's living life.
So I think it definitely would be like, cooler with a son first. Yeah. Because I get to have all of those first parent moments. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, as to opposed to being worried all the time about my shorties. Like, I don't even want to think about that.
And ladies, I'm sorry, but I feel like women, females just go out in life like la la. Don't be paying attention.
I mean, I don't want to think about having a girl, but I think having a boy it'll be fun. Yeah, I can introduce them to the sports and all of that. Like,
I can dress alike.
Yeah, everything. Like, and I mean, anybody knows me. Like, I'm just a lovable person. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. Like, I love people that I love. So me thinking about having a daughter, like, not to say that I wouldn't love my son just as much. Yeah, but I can be a little bit more lenient with him.
And you feel like, see, women always take it as like it's a double standard, but no, like, I feel like sometimes, like, the way you go outside when it's nighttime, the way a male goes outside when it's nighttime, right? And this might be a crazy analogy or whatever, but the way a male goes outside, girls just be like, get my purse and I'm walking, walking to the car, you know what I'm saying? And they always getting robbed, or, you know, and I'm not saying that can happen to a male, but they just do things differently.
I would be more comfortable with my son being able to handle himself. Yeah. Rather than me having to handle my daughter's problems. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or if she had an older brother, I'd be like, go check on your sister, go make sure she's alright. You know what I mean? If I can't
gotta kill somebody.
Yeah, let me know what's going on. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
you know what I would not want? All boys.
You would not?
No.
That's like a dream come true.
Oh, hell no.
My mom got 5 boys and 1 girl.
I would not want all boys. I could either take it at flip flop. 1 boy, 2 girls, or
why not
2
all
boys?
Boys, that's sick. Like, my family is the illest with 5 boys.
Now I'm telling you, you probably didn't realize it. But your mom was probably going through some shit with y'all running around. Y'all was probably jumping over trees, breaking y'all arms, and
That's funny because
Yo,
my
somebody
brother
broke their
That's
arm. God
funny because
damn.
my brother jumped off of a tree house when we was back in New York.
See?
He jumped
See?
off a tree house.
Y'all niggas was
Onto-
jumping off of houses.
He
And,
jumped off a tree house onto a couch in the woods. How this couch got in the woods, I don't know, but we thought it was funny to climb up the tree house and jump on the couch. And he jumped off and his leg slipped and he broke his leg. And he's like, yo, I think I broke my leg. And we was like, nigga, stop lying.
Oh,
and he was like, nah,
my
I can't
God.
move. So we had to go get the maintenance men to come and pull his truck out so he can get him. It was bad.
so your mom
That's
was
crazy.
up. I'm just
Nah.
saying, it's 5 of y'all.
She was at parent-teacher conference when that happened, too.
Oh my God. And boys don't be thinking straight.
At all.
Cause like me, I used to wrestle all the time. I used to love it, right? And I go outside and it was this wrestler. I think his move, I swear to God, his move was called the Dr. D. So I had this good idea to Dr. D somebody outside on the floor. I thought I killed him. You know what I'm saying? I would not do that now, but I don't know. But I think this was a good interview. Thank you for letting me. I feel like Barbara Walters or somebody. But thank you for letting me interview. And this is an inside look at Trenton.
Hey.
It might be more of these too. You know what I'm
For a
saying?
fact, I like it.
We out of here.